Hello, I'm Julia and this is our garden at South Flisk in the village of Blebo Craigs in Fife. The garden surrounds the main feature, which is a huge flooded quarry. It's been flooded for a couple of 100 years, and bit by bit I've made a garden round it. Rather than imposing a garden on the land, I have let the land and the landscape dictate what I plant in my garden. Features like this, we call this stone bench lawn for obvious reasons. It's not actually a gravestone, it's just a stone bench. And also, over here we have a great pile of rocks. It looks as if I could make a rockery of it, but I can't. There's no soil, it's just rocks and rocks and the detritus that's fallen over the years. But I've got various ferns that grow here. A wonderful big pile of rocks, and I've done a wee bit of planting here. But again, it's very, very dry, not much soil. So I've just got grasses, Selmesia, but the deer come along and eat the leaves. But I love this area. I did recently. Okay, so this is what I call the glen. It's only really half a glen. This is just a huge pile of rocks from quarrying. There's another quarry next door. So not a lot of exotic stuff grows here, but I put corydalis, bluebells, cardamine, pentaphylla. I've got some trilliums there, and these wonderful, wonderful trees. I just love these huge trees. These have all been here obviously much longer than we have, but they make for a fantastic backdrop for the garden. Basically the landscaping was all done for me. I just had to infill with the plants. I've got these rather exotic Fritillaria pallidiflora, which are quite unusual. They're just going over now. And then the starts of the Meconopsis. The Meconopsis come as the trilliums are dying back. Gorgeous dark Meconopsis here. And the camassia, the blue camassia, come out at the same time. And then in among the camassia, I've got martagon lilies, a nice tall dark red. The trilliums go on seeding themselves all summer, and then I transplant some of the trilliums to other parts. One of my favourite things in the garden, bizarrely, is the podophyllum down here. It looks a bit ugly now, but it'll grow and grow, and then it'll produce a beautiful pink or white flower that will last for a mere 2 days and then die. but I do like them. And for contrast, the leucodium just going over, but they've been lovely this year, and of course the hellebores. Being a big garden, I've got room to let the dicentras spread, the white, I think it's Allium triquetrum, because I've got so much room I can let it all take over. Or not take over, but certainly spread to its heart's content. And then there's the glorious sanguinaria, bloodroot. And then lots and lots of omphaliodes. There's a bit of a blue thing going on, but I like blue. And there are actually little red tulips that'll be out next week. Primulas from Barnhaven primulas in France. I think the colours are rather gorgeous, especially these dark ones. Grandi, when I bought it, they warned me it would be 20 years till I managed to see a flower, and I've only had it 10 years, so I'm delighted. Came from Glendoick. It's the largest rhododendron in the world, I'm told. Now that's the bottom part of my garden, the quarry part. Up at the top beside the house is more of a traditional cottage garden, so come up and have a wee look there. Okay, this is a more traditional cottage garden, and it comes later in the year. It's not at its best now, but I've got tulips everywhere. I never lift my tulips at the end of the year. I leave them in, and old friends come back year after year, a bit smaller each time. I've been scarifying the lawn, which is why it's a bit brown. And the glorious, glorious quince behind us here. Just behind stellata. Stellata going over, but the quince is never been so good. And then out from, then I've got a border up the side of the drive with irises, annual poppies. These little violas just seed themselves everywhere, and they're terrific ground cover, and they flower for months and months. And that's pretty well my garden. Thanks a lot for looking, and please come back next year when we're open.